convention or something like that? Because you know they got that nigga house. They took all his shit. They took all his. I'm just waiting for somebody to leak his hentai because I know he's a man that watches hentai. I got a feeling that's what he does.
I don't see that for Eric Adams.
I see it for him. I see it for him because he's way too smooth going outside every night. First of all, sir, where's your office? He party every time there's an event in New York. He's outside. He's like pandemic. What? Y'all need to go.
So speaking of events in New York, Anime NYC
cut through. We just gonna cut through like that.
The Black Ramen recap of day 2 and the final bits of Sunday. So end of con recap for Anime NYC 2023. We had another video a little bit earlier doing a Friday specific recap. This will be the final 2 days and wrap up thoughts. So first of all, thoughts, the FBI and the Marines.
That's what some people doing.
What the hell were they doing reporting at this con? Or no, recruiting.
I remember a few years back, they were saying like the Air Force was recruiting at like gaming conventions because they wanted people who were like good at like the aerial sim games. So I figured some shit like that.
Wow.
I don't know. You know that whole nerds were gonna hit up Area 52 and do the Naruto run there. So you know the military looking like, yo, these niggas is brave. They're a little reckless.
You know, okay, FBI, I kind of get it. Because, you know, an anime fan's always ready to find the downloads on the internet, searching for things, getting nudes. I get it. News. But the Marines?
She knows what she said.
Marines! Do you know where you are? You're in One Piece Nation. You thought you were going to recruit anyone there? Did they recruit anyone there?
Yo, I would love to see the numbers. I would love to see it. Yo, hey, look, there are a lot of nerds in shape. We've seen the cosplay. Some people are...
Oh, yeah, we do. And I'm not gonna hold you.
Play reasons only.
Healthy. Hey.
All it takes is for one theme song to play while you're talking to an individual to tell them to sign up. It's a wrap. No matter what song it is, if it's one of those songs that
if they play some Attack on Titan, some Sasageo, Fallen Angel,
slipping
Jaeger. You know, make them do the salute. Say that'll be you on the front lines. I don't know. Don't you want to be like the scouting regime?
Listen. If your punchline is like, what side are you on when humanity is at its yo? If you ever tell me some shit like that, I'm like, I'm sorry. I might turn into a Jaegerist. I don't know. I might turn into a Jaegerist. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Are you stepping away from the Jaegerist line?
I am Jaegerist all day long,
baby. That's right. That's better.
All day long, baby. If you care about your mother too much, you're not a Jaegerist. You gotta sacrifice your mom to be a part of this.
Join the cult.
But so yeah, they had a booth and table in the exhibitors hall. What are some of our other favorites? You know, I didn't see the Blurred Cod booth this year. I know, or Blurred Official. I know they were there, but I think I missed it.
Somehow missed.
We missed it. They're there every year. Shout out to Blurred Official.
As they should be. They have some amazing art at their table.
They have amazing merch. We still got to get them on the show. I want to know how their LLC is holding up in their trademark. I definitely want to know about that because you know why? Because anytime when somebody uses Blurred Official, any given moment they could be like, ching ching, I want the coin. So their LLC goes real deep. So I definitely want to talk to them about it. But hopefully we can soon enough.
Okay. So tell me, what was your favorite booth, exhibit, artist, official industry setup? What did you see in that area at the con?
Go ahead, Durs. You're the one that spent the most money. Either you or Bree, one of y'all spend the most money. I had my husband with me, so I couldn't spend no money.
I spent good money, but I could have spent better money.
Yeah, I'm also ashamed. You know, I probably only hit maybe like 3 or 4. So it's embarrassing. I know. Small amounts. Because I heard of some people dropping like $1,000. I'm like, God dang.
Right. We didn't even rent yet. We just had utilities.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, I got some posters. So I do want to replace some of the ones above my wall over here. So got some nice ones for that. Found pins, even though somehow Patty can never find pins, but they're there.
I think what Derbs is doing, I think Derbs is realizing I'm about to catch up soon. So what he does, he takes me the opposite direction of where he bought his recent pins. Yeah, because the way he distracted me from Tiana, the princess.
Hold on, I didn't distract you from Tiana.
Yes, you did.
Look, there's some pins here. And then I saw Tiana, so I grabbed Tiana, and they were like, "Yo, it's the last one." I was like, "Bet." Grab.
And that's what he told me. He said, "Hey, it's the last one." So I was like hesitant. Something told me, a birdie told me, like, "Yo, listen, just ask her. Like, hey, you want this pen?" Shorty gave me the one that was on her display.
Yeah.
It would have been just derbies.
That's how you also know they were successful. When they start selling you their display, it's been a good weekend. That was Saturday, not even Sunday.
But not to one thing I do have to say, we had a discussion about were they less black people at this con. What's so funny is the pin vendor that had the Tiana pin, she's white, right? Mm-hmm. And she was like, wow, in this con, this had to be my #1 selling pin. And I'm like, I don't know.
Later.
Right, it was one of the first times that I saw such a great depiction of Tiana, because Tiana's always get short shafted. Even when people have like a bunch of the Disney princesses, if they have Tiana at all, it's kind of like a mad design. Like,
nah, she
was gorgeous. Tiana was the
Tiana,
most beautiful pin in her set.
Mm-hmm. The Tiana she had definitely went to see Dr. Miami because the cheekbones, the jawline, the cleavage. I was like, I don't remember this Tiana, but I take it. I didn't know it was her at first.
Oh, but yeah, on Saturday we walking together through Artist Alley, and like Patty just not paying attention.
I'm not trying to hit
if I stop, there's pins. I pull up to the side. There's a full metal pin. I'm picking that up. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, Patty?
No, first of all, let's be clear.
You know, in Patty's defense, this year, I think it was very keychain heavy for merch.
Thank you.
Posters are always there, but this year it felt especially heavy with keychains. Just pissed me off. Because I'm normally a keychain collector. I love it, but this year I decided I have too many. All of my keys like jingle jangle when I walk. No keychains.
I look like a super.
There were so many gorgeous displays.
Yeah, 3 keychains. It depends. If the keychains is really loud and really big, like I don't want to look like I'm a janitor. I don't want to look like I'm a super at a building, even though it looked like it might be a nice building because all my anime keychains be fire. Shout out to Katie Fox for her amazing pins because those are all my keychains. It's just hers.
Oh yeah.
Some
sticker books, so we've really loaded up on those this year.
Oh really? Really?
Yeah, we got mad stickers.
I got my book right here for anyone who doesn't know the best way. I got this for my birthday from Patty, and it is like one of those scrapbooks, except not for scrapbooking anymore. Just purely for my collections. I've got pages and pages filled. I'm very excited to fill it up the rest of the way. I've got some great art here. Hopefully so you can't see the details. You don't need to see the details. One of these, because stickers are so cheap. Yes. You can load up on stickers and still have half your rent payment left.
Well, don't say that. They might raise the prices. No, stickers are the exact right price. Correct. Well done.
You know what I love is all of us nerds are so ready to spend money at these things. We are so ready to go drop money. Saturday night, everything is closing. There are volunteers patrolling the aisle saying like, nah, you gotta go towards the exit. And you can see people kicking and screaming. Not literally, but like claws digging in. No, just one more. Just take my card. Here's $5. Send it to me. Like, I love that every year.
Yo, I was this close to giving this lady another sticker. She let us go out the other way. She took all our stickers. Like she was like, "Oh, can I get 2 more?" I said, "No. Now you got to follow us. You got to follow us on Instagram for you to get the next 2." And I almost walked off after we got signal. And she said, "Wait. You said you was gonna give me 2." I was like, "Oh shit. Okay, here you go."
So speaking of the signal, there was that whole situation with the Wi-Fi.
Yes, it was.
Gotta talk about it.
Yes, it was. So apparently, we thought that, well, if you noticed, ladies and gentlemen, if you was at the con and you realized that you couldn't get a decent signal on your phone when you're trying to tag one of your favorite artists or just trying to post a pic on your IG or your TikTok or whatever the case is, and you see your shit is E, A, B, C, but full with the bars. So we were curious about what was going on with that. It's like that every year, but it's kind of weird to have it at the Javits Center, especially the Javits Center. You would think the Wi-Fi would be pewing, but every year. And then Detective Bree did some research.
So what I found, Dickon, is this year you see a lot of strange signs at people's booths. So this is specifically more for the exhibitors and definitely for the artist alley. Some of the industry people were probably fine, but a lot of the other ones, some of the smaller sellers would have signs that say cash only, or I'll take cash and Venmo, no Zelle, no cards. And I used to see a few of these, like cash please if you have it. That's pretty normal. But this
One year, I
year,
think I
it
saw
was
somebody
pushing
doing
heavy. You
Pokemon
started
Go.
seeing people with these weird QR codes to pay, and not a Venmo QR code, but you scan it. You'd have to enter your credit card details, and all of these weird payment methods that honestly made buying stuff kind of a nightmare. So I was over here wondering what the hell is going on, because there were one or two booths I would go up to. I'd want to talk about their stuff and maybe buy something. But just it was so tedious to literally give them my money that I had to just walk away. I would have gotten so much more stuff if the payments were easier. So I know in previous years, they always did kind of have credit card reader problems. Not the artist's fault, just some weird signal thing. But what made this year especially terrible was apparently the amounts they were charging the artists and exhibitors to use Wi-Fi. Because obviously digital payments, you need to do something special. You have to be maybe connected to the internet or have some special software.
Oh.
But for these exhibitors, it cost about $325 to get access to the Javits Center's Wi-Fi. Not just the regular Wi-Fi, that's absolutely shit for everyone, but for the special, not even premium, special it functions Wi-Fi. $325, and that's on top of the fees they pay to have booths, on top of any kind of transportation, logistics, lodging, setup they have to do. It's such a ridiculous price that a lot of times these artists and exhibitors who are coming are not able to break even coming to these cons. It makes the cons so difficult. I'm honestly scared some might choose to just stick with online sales and start skipping out on cons because of this unfortunate situation. So after speaking to some, they were talking about how, even if they could pay, they felt really bad because, us anime fans, we're not always the most social people. We're not really confident and easygoing. A lot of us can be high strung.
I would like to
anxiety
just point
and
and then
nerves.
put a card down.
Yeah, right.
First
Here,
of
take
all-
it, make it smooth. But that stuff transaction made the artist have to say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Over
We don't
and
need
over,
to
real
be
payments not going
sociable
through.
for you to
The
take
other
my
person,
money.
right? The other person would say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. I only have card. I don't have cash," and it made for these awkward interactions. So it didn't ruin the whole event, but it was definitely a pebble in the shoe. So if you're listening right now and you have not, a lot of times these cons will ask for attendee feedback afterwards. So they want to hear from you as con goers. What do you want to see next year? What do you want changed? I'm asking on behalf of a fan of these artists and exhibitors to mention in your feedback survey, please make sure the Wi-Fi situation improves, especially for artist exhibitors and people who are coming to actually, work behind the scenes.
They got to be able to take my money reliably and easily. All right, like I
Without
want
getting
to give
charged
them my money
ridiculously.
Why are you making this hard for me?
I don't like walking around with cash.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
a large
after
amount
what
of cash
happened,
at a con.
I mean, as a black man, just cash is terrifying these days. Like, they shot, they kind of choked one a few years back for potential fake 20. I ain't risking it.
No, I'm not either. I'm
Right.
not.
So
But
I just
I'd rather
think
have the
that
card.
it was a bad situation. And it's something that could be improved. I don't know, how much does it really cost just to get a good, tight, solid, fast-acting Wi-Fi line for the exhibitors, who again are paying to set up booths?
Yeah, I think
It shouldn't be prohibited, and that was $325 per device. So a lot of these booths will have maybe 2 people making sales just so the lines can get cut down. But this time, nah, you get 1 device for that amount.
What is disheartening, because I remember Comic-Con, the booths are like $2,500 for a booth. Depending, that's the smallest one though. So I don't know how much Anime NYC was charging, because that was Comic-Con. So I don't know if Anime NYC was like, $3,000. I don't know. But to have that amount for that space, and then also to charge me for Wi-Fi access, that's kind of ridiculous. There's no way, Like I don't care what anybody says. Anime NYC is making. They're not hungry. They're not starving. They are caking in all the places. All the places. The merch was sold out. If you got an Anime NYC hoodie, I hate you. Because I really wanted that one. I really wanted that one. That one was dope. But yeah, they had their merch table, which was huge. Oh, and another thing that was very beautiful. Shout out to Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll definitely had a beautiful exhibit display at the pavilion upstairs. So it looked like a whole museum of all the latest animes that was out this season. They especially had a thing for Farron, and they were showing clips of it. It was a very, very, very
quick shout
nice.
out to anyone who managed to get their Freyren cosplay out in time. Yo, well done, guys. Like,
We saw a few.
Well,
we saw a
Okay,
few
tell me,
Freyrens.
what
I think we
cosplay
saw,
do you
like,
think
one
you
Stark
saw the most this year?
this year? Oh, Toji.
You're right.
It was
Jujutsu Kaisen Toji. There were a lot of them.
amount of Tojis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Patty, what about you? Did any stick out to you as being a lot?
I saw a lot of One Piece. I saw a lot of
As
One
you
Piece.
should.
I saw a lot of
few
One Piece.
Nico Luffy's. Admiral's
yeah.
always fun. If anyone has photos of the admirals pulling up on the Marines, I would love to see that.
Love that. Love that.
I ain't
Love
see
that.
any when I went by that booth, but yeah, I would have loved it.
I
I was
fire.
surprised to see so many Pokemon cosplay this year. Really creative
we
ones.
did see like
I saw like a
Squirtle gang.
Lope bunny woman, like just a leotard, booty out, looking great with her bunny ears. I saw a Tangela, I think, like red
Yeah.
boots and like a costume like Tangled Yarn. I saw a
Wait.
full Squirtle squad.
And speaking of booty, the best cosplay I had to say I saw. What's that dude from Dressrosa that fought Frankie?
Oh,
The one with the one that dressed as a baby.
Senor Pink, I think.
You saw Senor Pink?
Yes. He was dedicated to the cosplay. His cheeks was cheeking. He was like, hey, sure. And he had the passy and everything. I was like, oh, sir. Even though Frankie beat the shit out of you, I appreciate the cosplay.
If you got a picture of that, I need it on our Instagram.
I think she definitely has.
Yeah, I have a picture of it.
Got it?
I
Okay,
Yeah.
post it.
Mike definitely didn't want to take a picture.
I remember that.
He didn't want to take that
Like,
picture.
I
He
want
was
no
like,
part of
who
this.
is that? He said, what character? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And I was
Yo,
like,
he's
oh,
hard-boiled.
shit. He's from One
hard-boiled.
Piece. He was so
Exactly.
mad at me. He said, of course you would know a character that dressed like that. I said, it's anime. All characters dress like that. It's either they half naked or not naked enough. Either or, you're going to know them, right?
Look,
So
just because he doesn't know the story behind Senor Pink, all right? Like,
first of all, the story is beautiful. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. I said, you know what? May I pray that you become that type of husband. For you to be that devoted to my love and my love for my children. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Crazy. Take a pen out. Learn some lessons, man.
Also, shout out to everyone who cosplayed Drolta from Castlevania.
Oh, yes.
I'm so glad they got
killed
those
it.
out so
Well
quickly. And
done.
a lot of them were
Yes.
saying like, oh yeah, I made my own wig for this. I've at least
Beautiful.
two heard them
Beautiful.
saying they made their own curly pink wigs.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely incredible.
That girl that made that made her outfit out of Shein. First of all, Shein, shout out to you, baby. The way Patrick is gonna be a Shein baby, I'm not even gonna hold you. I saw a couple of outfits. I was like, you mean to tell me this whole setup is $7.68? And then when I put it in the card, it's $6.15.
I don't know if
Work
we
smart,
really
not
want
hard.
to
And then when
I don't know
checked
if we
it
really
out-
want to promote Shein that much, guys.
Okay, let
You
me
gotta
stop.
do what
All
you gotta
right.
do.
Let me
You gotta do what you
gotta
gotta
do. But
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, you know,
we don't
working
have to
conditions.
help
We talk about them all the time. You know, we gotta stop. But yeah,
So-
shout out
them.
to
You
all the
think
women that
Mappa
did it.
bad?
So aside from cosplays, exhibitors, and vendors, of course, we got to talk about some panels because Saturday was packed with panels.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm a little
yeah.
annoyed they have not announced the winner of the AMV contest. We spoke about that for Friday's day. I haven't looked at
Yeah,
online.
we
I
don't know
want to
when.
know if my faves won, but that was not
say it too
announced as
late.
far as I've been able to find.
Mm-mm.
But some of the other Saturday panels was Kinks and Curls on Saturday?
Kinks and Curls was on Friday.
That was on Friday? Okay. What
Yes.
was Saturday? So you want to make manga. So you
Yeah.
want to be a mangaka? So you want to make manga?
Yes,
So that was
yes.
with Katie Fox, Gigi Murakami, and Tony Weaver.
Yeah.
And it was a
Junior.
really
Junior.
Tony
Don't
Weaver
forget the
Jr.
JR. Don't forget the JR.
It was a
So-
great panel. I may have been surprised. I'm glad to see so many black people running panels this year.
Oh yeah, they got a
I
mic.
feel like there always are quite a few. Also, in line
had-
with panels, I'm glad they gave fan panels specifically, their own private rooms again.
Yeah.
I did not like the setup in 2022 where all the fan panels were just kind of put on an open
Outside.
stage in an open
the
floor where
pavilion.
people were passing by and maybe
Yeah.
sitting down.
It was trash. It was trash. It was trash.
Yeah.
We had a
It feels
panel,
just
and that's
more
where they sent
intimate.
us.
When
Yeah.
you can go into a room, you can sit down, and you're all there specifically focusing on what the presenters are saying. I liked that. So
And we had a
that You Want to
sign-
Be a Mangaka panel was a lot of fun. It was very informative.
We had sign
I enjoyed
language
that
person.
Oh,
what do you
yeah.
call them?
Interpreters.
We
or
had sign language
translators.
interpreters
Sure.
there, which was super dope. There was two, so they could. I thought
Right?
it was so dope
I wonder, did
because
they have that
when
in
one was
every panel?
tired,
Yeah,
they
they
tapped.
swapped out.
Yeah, they swiped out. I loved it. I was like, this is wrestling. This shit is fire. Yeah, I loved them.
Tag
And they
your
was just
rich.
so they were just awesome. The fact that they made sure that there was like seats for people who were on wheelchairs, like they reserved seats specifically for them. It was well thought out. But what I love about the mangaka panel, shout out to Katie Fox, shout out to Gigi, shout out to Tony Weaver. No, this is a dedication to Tony Weaver. Let me tell you something. Mr. Weaver. I have to say this. I've been following Tony Weaver for a long time on TikTok. He has been a person that has definitely stirred up the anime community. I found him very, very charming and charismatic, but I felt like he was very safe, right? The times that I did see his content, I didn't think there were certain things that he was going to be addressing. And that's kind of the reasons why I was like, you know what? I always wanted to talk to him, have him on the show, but I felt like there's certain issues that I would bring up that he probably wouldn't feel comfortable talking about. But then the very first video I saw that was very controversial was when we talked about Ariel being black. And he made a good point. His video was very, very well thought out. And it touched a lot of people to having conversations of like, you know, nigga, why you racist? So I appreciate that. And then he was able to spit gems.
Mhm.
He was so raw on that panel. I was like, that's not Tony Weaver. Tony Weaver made it completely, like he came out and unapologetically told everybody, you need the money.
Yeah.
Make the money.
Everybody say, I deserve
No,
money.
you deserve
I deserve money. That was
Like,
the
let's
shit.
start there.
I loved it. And one thing that he said that really, really had me scratching my head, when he said, I can't get as many followers as I have, I can't get them to give me $1, but I can get an executive to get me 100,000 for my project, which was kind of weird to me because I don't know if you noticed this. Tony Weaver has a unique hat. He wears this Dragon Ball Z hat, right? And a lot of people in his comments were asking him where he got that hat.
It's not a Hero Academy hat.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I think it's Mount Lady hat.
is it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Take away my anime card for just 30 minutes.
Got
But
it.
I'm sorry.
Alright. We'll see
But
if you
he
get it
had
back.
that hat, and I know for a fact that they were selling it on Crunchyroll, right? And it was sold out within, like, when he revealed where he bought the hat, it was sold out within hours. He came and did a TikTok. He was like, you can't let niggas have anything. I can't buy that hat anywhere. It's sold out. But thanks again, guys. And then he put out his book. He has a book on Webtoons. The premise is so dope, so fire, and it's free. He was saying that there were a lot of people that weren't checking as many followers as he had. He didn't think it was enough people that was really going to read his book, which I found it weird because it's Tony Weaver. But he made a point that when we had a panel for that virtual con we went to, we were asked to be panels on. He made a point to say that, a lot of people say they want to see black characters, original black characters, but if it's not made from Marvel or DC, they're not going to support it. When you have these creators in your backyard making indie comics and making these characters and you guys won't come out and support them. And I was like, he makes sense. And the fact that he's willing to go that far to talk to people and expose the reality of actually having diverse characters. Do we really want them, or are we just saying that we want them because it sounds cool that we're saying that we want them? So that's a question. So Tony Weaver, listen, sir, if you ever decide to pull up, I would love to have you on the show so we can have a conversation like that. We did wait for you after the panel, but we didn't know you had a back-to-back panel. Sir, you have all the coins. You are collecting the money. And we appreciate you. You are a nerd's national treasure. Amen. And that's my favorite moment. Continue.
No, but yeah, so that was one of my favorite panels from Saturday.
Yes.
Other thing that I'm sad I missed was the concert. The concert was supposed to be super hot. It sold out very quickly. I just know they had Survive Said the Prophet.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
The singers of Mukanjo, the Vinland Saga season 1 opening. And I'm sad I missed them, but I feel like there were
and
a
they did
ton of international guests this year.
They did two. They did two OPs for Vinland Saga, Paradox 2. And they did. I was willing to take out the tweet. I was like, listen, they tweeted us back. They tweeted us back. They said they appreciate us. We need to go in for free just because of that. But my husband was like, that's not how it works. And I was like, all right, cool. I guess we won't be able to go there. But the fact that they have live, like if they had Uberworld, I don't know. I probably would have broken. I would have broken. Somebody would have lost the Anime NYC shirt because I would have been wearing one of those and act like I was security and just snack in. I work here. What are you talking about? Why are you sitting there? I'm on my break, sir. On my break. I already clocked out. What you gonna do? Fire me? I'm already sitting down. Like you can't. What you gonna do?
Fire me? I'm a volunteer. I did this for free.
There it is.
Now I'm taking a break.
There it is. That's free too, apparently. Shit. But yeah, I'm so glad that they did that. That's totally dope. The concert was great. The other two people, I'm not sure. I'm thinking they look like they're the people that sung the OP for Hell's Paradise. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up. But yeah, it was dope. The line for that concert was crazy. Looked like they was giving out government cheese. That shit was crazy. Wow. It was crazy. No, it was a long line. It was a long line.
It's just still a wild way to say it.
I mean, you ever seen the line for the government cheese? It's pretty long.
I mean, yeah, but still. I get you.
It's pretty long. There's nothing longer than that. It's pretty long. So that was good. What else that was very oh, yes. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard or you're under a rock, Anime NYC made an announcement. And I'm pretty sure we talked about this on our live. But there's just some concerns that I have and I want to talk to you guys about. So now Anime NYC just made an announcement saying that they are moving their con to August 25th, August 26th, August 27th, right? It's still a 3-day con. I thought it was going to be 4 days. But now, after they moved it to August, they now made an announcement that they're going to have the whole Javits Center. Access to the whole Javits Center, just like Comic-Con.
I'm still confused by that because I'm convinced they always have the whole Javits Center. Apparently, I've never seen the whole Javits Center.
You know what? I could tell. No, I could tell they don't have the whole Javits Center because when I went to Comic-Con, they have the whole Javits Center.
Gotcha.
My puppy dogs was barking. Blisters. My bunions was red. I was just like, damn, I should have bought some Crocs. This is a perfect time to bring Crocs. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, I had a step tracker for this weekend and I was making good numbers.
Oh, I crushed it.
That's all. The way my legs ached on Saturday. Oof,
our stepper was crazy. Move. We got the tracker on our Apple device. This is how you know it's crazy. Our Apple device, me and Mike's, are connected. So whenever he hits his goal, I get a notification that, hey, Mike hit his goal. And I look at his steps. I'm like, God damn. But we walking together. What happened to me? Like, I don't understand. But apparently Mike got more steps in than me. Oh, well, I'll get you next year, bitch. But
Bree also crushed, man.
Listen, Bree's the type of person, she make it one table to the next and come back and be like, what I got? I'm like, bitch, I thought you was behind me this whole time. Where did you go? But back to what I was saying, the biggest concerns I'm having right now, since they're moving the con to August and having the whole Javits Center. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about ticket prices. What I'm concerned about is the fact that since you're now getting the whole Javits Center, does that mean you're going to be charging a lot more for the exhibitors to have their tables? Are you going to be charging us for more for the 3-day passes? You know, like that's a lot of people that they need staff. But then again, you guys don't pay for staff. So I don't know what you need more money for out of my pocket, because apparently you get from everybody else.
If they make the price higher, that's gonna guarantee some staff. Because some people will want to be able to go in for free if they're staff.
True. I don't know. I'm just a little. Even though we do get press passes, I'm still concerned about stuff like this because we do report for you guys.
Yeah.
Right. Because first and foremost, we're reporting as fans. These are events that we would want to just go to, period. If we didn't get press passes, we would get pass passes. In fact, most years, Derby still does buy a pass, just in case.
And I respect that. I respect that.
I have faith. It's just, just in case.
Just in case.
I'm not going to hold you. I'm probably going to buy August just in case, because the way they stand, this is high.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a little higher.
Because now there's going to be DreamCon. There's going to be, let me pull up a list of now summer cons within that space that AnimeNYC will be competing with. That's because Anime Frontier, by the same company, Left Field Media, is also launching as a summer con. I think 2024 will be their 4th year or something. 3rd or 4th year.
And I need time to recover between cons.
Yeah.
My wallet needs time to recover. That's rent.
What I was talking about.
Damn, shit. I definitely don't want to feel that eviction notice. I really don't. Because the way the money, no one does. But to come from a con, from the airport, and come home and then see that sign on the door, like, damn, nigga,
get out in a month, if even.
Okay, so a list of summer cons. We'll consider that June, July, August.
I know we got Blur Con.
I'm trying to figure out some of the big ones.
Blur
Cosplay
Con in
America.
DC,
I don't know how
definitely.
big that is, but it's North Carolina, so maybe not that big. Anime Festival in Atlanta. Oh, Fan Expo Boston is in June. I know that is a major huge one. Yeah. Otakon is in August. Another huge one. Dang. Wait, Otakon is August. Man, this sheet doesn't even have DreamCon listed. Fan Expo Chicago is also August.
Turn it off. Turn it off. They racist. Turn it off.
Right? Dang, I need a better list. But now it seems like all of the major cons. I know Anime Expo is also definitely in July.
Maybe they wanted more cheeks out,
Maybe. Yeah. But you forgot. We got Blurred Con.
Blurred Con. I'm pretty sure that's
a week.
Also. So let me see.
Blurred Con is actually a week before DreamCon. So that's a week before DreamCon.
Blurred Con is also in July.
So
DreamCon,
I don't know.
All these back to back, and that's expensive. When it's spread out a bit more, you have the option of hitting 1 or 2 cons a year. But with it so tight, I feel like it would be directly competing.
Well, I don't know that it necessarily directly competes, because when you think about it, almost all of these cons sell out. So it's like, if I couldn't make it to this one, then I at least have the option to go to that one around the same time frame. So it's just, they just think they might be able to sell out faster in the summer. Or honestly, they just don't want to pay the heating bill that much. And they're just going to leave the AC off. So we're all going to suffer.
Maybe.
I don't love that.
I don't know what pushed the change, because I feel like when you have a con, I know the weather is crazy in November. But I feel like there's no competition. So if you really did feel the need to be out somewhere in November and you want an excuse not to go to Thanksgiving, this was the perfect con for that. So I just don't know what. I don't get it.
Be able to sell out the Sunday tickets in August, because those I think always are kind of available.
Yeah.
No, this year they weren't sold out. The Sunday tickets?
I don't think Sunday was sold out ever.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I remember last year Sunday tickets were sold out. Yeah. Well, everybody knows like the hype. Friday tickets are the ones that you settle for because you couldn't get the weekend passes and you couldn't go Saturday. And nobody wants to go Sunday, right? Because all the good shit happened Friday and Saturday.
The booths are getting taken down. It's the go home day. It's the
cosplayers
last pin, but I ran out of money.
Cosplaying is hard on Sunday.
Exactly. No one's coming. So you get the Friday pass, knowing that you couldn't get those other passes. So you just like, I come Friday, right? You come Friday. Saturday, you a baller. You said, you know what? I had a timer on my phone. I couldn't get the weekend pass, but I'm here Saturday, bitch, and I'm making this shit work. You are outside by 10:30 on that line to come in. You don't need to, but you know what? I'm in here. And then you go in, you go do all of the things. You get your food, you get your coffee, you do whatever, you walk around, you take your time, you see people, you take pictures. Did you bought food?
Yeah, from like the car. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say I bought some food from the car.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of you. How much you paid? $55?
He spent more money there than he spent on some artists.
Wow.
Yeah, I probably spent. I think I know exactly. I spent.
Talk about selfish. So you want to eat,
like
but you always, bruh, you always talk about we got to feed the artists, but now you worry about feeding you.
Yeah, I was hungry too. Yeah, you were just talking about all these steps we was doing.
Now we was doing a lot of steps.
I come prepared. That's why I made myself some power bars before going.
I was
delicious.
No, Mike was looking. No, me and Mike was looking at your oatmeal bar. Was looking at your oatmeal cookies. We was like,
you know they weren't.
They weren't good.
No,
I enjoy them. He doesn't like them. He likes things with more sugar. Because it was a healthy recipe, healthy energy recipe.
Okay.
Like oatmeal and bananas.
Did its job.
I mean, to be fair, she was the perkiest out of all of us. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, but I feel like that's always true. So
I'm not a perky person.
No, I didn't catch you nodding off yesterday.
Look,
I was on top of things then.
It's the California in her. It's all that sunlight she got as a child.
But one thing I do have to say, right? On Friday, right? If you guys were looking for me on Friday, I'm gonna tell you what happened real quick. So Friday, I was supposed to get Patrick to my cousins. My cousin was supposed to take Patrick for the weekend, right? So I'm looking at the time. I'm like, man, it's just an hour. It's fine. We're gonna be boom, boom, boom. Not realize that I'm from New York. This New York traffic. It's Friday. Everybody's leaving Friday. Everybody's on the road Friday. Everybody, for some reason, is on that highway on Friday. It took us like double the time to get there and to get back. So I didn't even make it to the Javitans until 6. So this is the fucked up part, right? We had an interview. They literally told us the day of, hey, you got an interview. It's approved. You get it 1:30. We were like, oh, wow, 1:30? What time is it? Shit, I ain't gonna make it. Derby like, yeah, we got approved. And I'm like, Derby, you gotta hold it down. He's like, oh, what? Huh? I'm like, yo, I'm not here. I probably won't make it.
We did. We made it. We were on time for the interview. That was the Studio Trigger one that we're still trying to figure out some details for.
Yeah, that's crazy. We'll talk about that some other time.
There were a lot more panels that were kind of locked down. Like, no photos, no videos. And I figure a lot of them were the ones with guests. So, for example, some of the Crunchyroll panels that had some of the mangaka and Shonen Jump editors from Japan were no photos, no video.
Well, I know the mangaka for Undead Unlock. He was there, and Viz is already posting videos of the panel. And I know a lot of mangakas just so they can save. Yeah, they already posted. They already got the approval.
So we can't take it, but you can.
Yeah, I mean, apparently they can. Apparently they
can. Yeah, it's your stuff. You have the right to do with it as you will.
Yeah, his face was covered, but yeah, he was talking about the manga and all that stuff. And I don't know what's up with. We tried to get a video interview with Wit Studios and Production IG. They said no. They only allowed 3 publications for an interview. Now, while we was in the press room after Bree and Derby had left for the night, me and Mike was there. We setting up, we getting ready to leave, we getting ready to make sure all our equipment was good. We met like 2-3 other podcasts. They were sitting there getting their stuff ready. So I'm like, yo, did you get the interview with Wit Studios? They was like, no. I was like, all right, cool. Sorry about you. Another publication. I was like, yo, did you by any chance, did you get the interview with Wit Studios or Production IG? They was like, what? Who's that? I said, who? They said, who's that? Okay. So they had press badges because it said press. I don't know what kind of press they were. I just don't know. See, that pissed me off. But anyway, I want to know if you're listening out there, any of these podcasts, anybody, if you had that interview with Wit and Production IG, I need you to go in the comments and say, yes, it's us. Because I'm starting to believe they didn't say yes to none of us. I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe they just showed up. They probably didn't even show up. They probably just put their names there. Because I don't understand how you could only have 3 people in the publication, 3 people, 3 publications to be in the room to interview you guys. What is there to hide? We wasn't gonna ask you about anything like illegal.
Yes, you would.
Like
okay, not illegal,
hours.
but you would put in some tough questions.
I mean,
I wasn't gonna go in crazy because we know how y'all feel about unions and shit. I wasn't gonna go crazy. I was just gonna say, yo, how y'all was able to accomplish some of the titles with only 25 of y'all? I looked up. There's 25 people in Wit Studios. And Production IG, I just wanted to give them their flowers. I would have gave them a standing ovation and say, yo, we appreciate you and your hard work. When's the next one coming out? You know, it wouldn't have been so bad because let me tell you something. It's not every day that Anime NYC has these studios popping up. Believe it or not, overseas, they don't really consider us like true anime fans. They just look at us like, whatever. They're foreigners. They don't know. We just got Crunchyroll to actually have an award ceremony in Japan, in Tokyo. So they actually see us as real consumers, right? Instead of just people that they just, they don't know what they like. They just like fighting scenes. No, I like everything. I like everything anime. I'm here for the shits. I'm here for everything. So the fact that they even bother to be like, okay, you know what? Let's take our time to go to New York and really talk to the anime fans. It's a big deal. We talk about studios. We talk about.
I appreciate that so much.
3 major studios
that we at least had the option to interact with. Even if we didn't get their interviews, having that option was so cool and impressive.
Awesome. If it was Mappa, they would have had to call the cops because I'm going in that room. You can't tell me anything. And then recently I heard that Mappa Studios had a strike. The employees, they wasn't going to finish Jujutsu Kaisen because the work conditions.
Yeah, there was some stuff happening.
Yo, I was going to be like, hey, what group are you from? A or B or C? Because I remember Derby was like, yo, they got different groups. Because we looked it up. We know it's over 300 people on staff at Mappa. And we was like, yeah, it makes sense. But not all of them are doing the same shit. You got the A-listers that's doing, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, doing all that good shit. And then you got the B, and then you got the C. So I'm like, are they really really tearing up the A-list niggas and the C-list niggas? I don't know if you noticed, but when you go look at an anime, especially Spy Family, if you look at the credits, Mappa's on there. Like, they helped out a little bit. So it's known for studios to actually work together and help people out. But how you burn out all those people? Mappa, what the fuck? My God!
Watching these shows, I know how they burnt them out. They tired.
I get it, but damn!
And I still remember watching when they was putting the pictures of the studios, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, they got a new studio." I'm like, "Yo, I'm looking at where these niggas have to draw, and they ain't got windows. This is a problem."
We already
they got
established.
the little slits in the basement.
Listen, we already established. Durs, we agreed. The reason there's no windows, suicide rate.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice.
If you want to kill yourself, you gotta come upstairs and go through us.
Yeah, you're not doing that. No, until season 3 is finished, then you could do whatever. Then we could find somebody.
That's why Wit Studio said no.
You see, that's it.
They saw our shit and went, nah. We ain't talking to them.
These black
maybe
niggas, they crazy.
Actually, maybe next summer. It is less than a year until the next one.
You're right.
So supposedly they had limited the tickets this year. Did you guys feel like there were less people?
Yeah, there were less people. There were less people.
Oh, you felt it?
I was able to move.
I was able to move. Artist Alley wasn't crazy. Usually when you go to Artist Alley, you're book bag to book bag, back to back. Cheek to cheek. I still
bumped into a few people and had to say sorry a bunch this weekend, but
No, that's not the same because you know why? Because when Derby packs a book bag, he packs a book bag. It's merch. It's merch. It's merch. I said sorry to Derby a couple of times. It's merch. It's merch. It's merch. But it was less. It was a lot less people. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was refreshing. We was able to experience the con as actually con goers instead of just like, I don't think we were too crazy on the press part. We got our interview.
They let us record a lot of things, so
yeah, they didn't let us
still
record.
Covered as much as we could.
Yeah,
we did.
The things we could record, we did record, and we'll have that up later.
Yeah, but but what I'm saying is like I feel like it wasn't too much of pressure. I still felt like I was a goer, like an anime goer,
Yeah.
like a consumer. I didn't feel like we didn't really interview a lot of people.
Patty, I'm gonna need you to stop saying we're not doing our job.
All right,
Like,
all right,
please,
all
for the
right.
love of God.
We did. All right, we did do our job, but we were
course we
also pleasantly surprised that we were able to enjoy the festivities of the con and not be drained and worked out, overworked. And that was refreshing because usually when it comes to going to cons, I usually get very nervous and be like, "Damn, we need to be on a tightness schedule." I'm the one that's making the schedule and never pull up on time for none of the shit that we said we're supposed to do. Never. We have conversations, we have meetings, we have time, we carry the app, we do this, and I don't show up for none of it. I'm not on time. All the things I said I was
I
going to do
think
was out
one
the
we got
window.
super lucky because you were late, but the person we were interviewing was also super late.
Yeah,
So
we were
it just
lucky.
worked
We were
itself out.
lucky. That happened last year. We were lucky. And it was so funny because the person we were interviewing was at the same party the night before. And I was like, "You made it?" He said, "Yeah, you made it." I'm like, "Yeah, we made it." that
Oh,
was that
man.
was that was that was lucky. That was
Yeah.
good. I think yeah, I'm all conned out. I'm really all
mean,
conned
As you
out.
should be. By
For
the end
this
of a
year.
con, you should be ready to not leave your house for a month.
Oh, but I got work tomorrow.
Same.
Shit.
Yeah.
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 It was good. Oh, and I totally forgot. Um, Shout out to Shonen Pump. They had an amazing Friday after party. It was unbelievably, undeniably like the best party ever. It took me out because I wasn't gonna show up for Saturday. I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't gonna show up for Saturday. My body was aching in places I didn't know it could ache. Like it was just crazy. I was going in on dance moves. And I was so happy because I actually got Mike to come to a party. Even though he didn't do shit the whole time, he was just standing there. And he was just, I caught him do a
I'm
little
sure
two
he had
step.
a drink or something.
Nah.
No?
Mike don't drink. Mike don't drink.
I forgot.
He don't drink. He stood there as a great husband should. He just sat there and let me wild out. I was just wilding out. Shout out to VOE. We was just doing all the two steps, doing everything. Shout out to Justin, who came and magically disappeared. Because you know, Justin shows up and he's out. Like you don't know when he left. He's just out. It was just great. It was just great. Shout out to Anime Dance Music, Shonen Pump Hotties, Darius, all the DJs that were there. They definitely turned it out that night. It was great. I didn't get a chance to go to LAN party because I was dead. They had an after party for Saturday. Shout out to Samson from Left Field Media. He definitely tried to make us feel comfortable, and that was dope. He made sure we was all taken care of at the press. Shout out to people in the press room. They gave us a room to record all to ourselves, and it was nice. The press room was pretty nice. It was great to be talking to all these different other publications, other podcasters that were there. Yeah, it was dope. All of us was focused. I was a little jealous because this one dude pulled out a whole camera set that looked like a mecha suit. I was like, "Where are you going, sir? Where? Is there Armageddon outside? Why your shit look like a whole Gundam suit? That look like an arm. What is this?" I swore I heard that G.I. Joe shit, like that Transformer shit. I was like, "Yo, Mike." Mike said, "Don't look at it.
Don't need it. You don't need it.
We don't need it," because Mike is a tech guy. So we're setting up our camera, and his camera is like 10 times bigger than ours. It's the same exact shit, but it's the newer version. So Mike was contemplating, said, "Maybe I should ask him." I was like, "No, Mike, we got a baby." We ain't got time for that. But yeah.
Your story changed.
Yeah. But it was great. It was good. Yeah, it was good. What about you guys?
Man, we slept. Again, you just do so much walking after a con.
Yeah.
Like both days came back knocked out, so exhausted. I needed a nap today as well.
Bree said we slept.
Yeah. They dropped for like 30 minutes. 2 hours later, I was like,
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
okay.
even
While you were
gonna hold
sleeping, I
you.
had visited the Yen Press table earlier. So
Oh,
I
you
had a
did.
bunch of new books from Yen Press. I know One Piece books. Not One Piece the Pirates, but like One PEACE.
Yeah, there's a publishing
the
house
separate
called One Piece
publishing
Books.
for manga and light novels. I kind of feel it's
Wow.
unfortunately named, but they have some good stuff. So I had gone to there. They had a $5 per books table.
Yeah, it was great.
Dead.
It was a great price.
So I had some of that to read
I
today.
think Yen Press was also kind of on sale because I think it was like $10 for like manga and then 15 for light novels and
or web novels too, or web comics.
Yeah. So,
That's what's up.
Yeah, I bought the latest manga volume for Shadow and Eminence from Yen, and yeah, so
Yeah, I think they have some stuff that like weren't quite out yet, or that are publishing in the next.
I'm
like week or
convinced
next
they
month.
had volume 4 of Oshinoko, but since it was like Oshinoko 1,
You need to
2,
stop
3,
playing with me.
an empty block, and then it continued to other things. So we're pretty sure they had it.
Yeah, they had
we
it.
missed it.
Somebody bought it.
That's because the Friday line,
Yeah,
Friday line for that booth was stretching out and around it in a square.
I respect it. I respect it. I can see why. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, we were able to get the One Piece books. We bought some spicy books as well.
Love all your spicy recommendations. I'm like a kid in a candy store when I come to Bree and Derby's house. It's amazing. It's amazing. Talk about, we didn't read this yet, but you could borrow it. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Is it wrong to lose my virginity to an AI robot? Is that what it's called?
To an Android.
To an Android. Yeah.
To an Android?
Yeah. I think it was like, does it still count as my first time or something like that? It's good now.
It does. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm telling Derby about what part I'm up to. He said, whoa.
Yeah, you went
you
past
volume 1. I said, I did?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Because I can't bring the physical copy with me on the train. You know, the cover's like a little too spicy. No. So I read the physical copy a little bit, and then I went and read it, online or whatever. I paid. So I'm reading it online, but I'm not paying attention to like where I'm at. I'm just reading. I just kept going. And I was like, oh shit. I'm past volume 2. Probably. Ladies and gentlemen, this don't happen often, but anytime I'm reading something that Derby's reading and I passed him, it's always a good feeling. It's not all the time, because every time we all share our Crunchyroll with Derby's Crunchyroll shit, but every time something new pops up and you see the line that is already watched, I'm like, damn it, Derby.
Yeah, because Netflix is doing their whole crackdown, and Disney Plus is looking at doing the crackdown.
Oh my God, Disney, you better not. Disney
probably look at it and be like, "Hey, maybe
Disney,
we should
you
too."
better not. You better not, Disney.
You know they will. You know they will. And
Disney,
when they do, I'm
Disney's
done.
Fucked.
I'm done.
Because they are already losing a shit ton of subscribers if they try to do like an actual password change. It's dead.
Nah, you can't.
Dead in the water.
Yeah, don't do Netflix has had me for 10 years, but Disney Plus, I don't need you like that.
Netflix
not at
is
all.
Already on trouble ground. Like, the only reason they still have me is because they haven't really bugged me. Like, they had the thing come up, but it hasn't affected me personally. But the moment I can't watch anything, fuck this thing. Like, the moment you make it too difficult for me to watch stuff, I'm not watching.
You on your last strike, bitch. Say something. Say something. That's how I'm feeling right now. But yeah, it was. Other than that, yeah. I hope they Bree and Derby have a segment, because their manga and their light novel collection is serious. When I tell you serious,
it has started to grow.
It's serious. You could build a fort. You could build a fort with all the books that they have. And when I tell you, there's no crease on the spine of the book, because none of them been touched. You know why?
Actually, you do. I read mine and then I put it delicately away.
Yeah. No. Because you have a bookshelf of read books that you read, and you got a bookshelf of books that you did not touch yet. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, that's just yet.
We have stacks lying around. Anything that's not, we have one little trolley for things that haven't been read.
It's not a little trolley.
It's a little trolley.
It's a little
trolley. Everything on the shelves, those have been read. Anything in the trolley hasn't been read, and anything that's just on a stack on a table, those haven't been read. Those are usually
ask me how many tables. Ask me how long their table is. And ask me how many.
Don't worry about that.
No.
Don't worry
You
about it.
can't
Don't worry
call it
about
a
it.
trial. It's the Last Supper, guys. They got the Jesus table. All right? And then top it off, the trolley has shelves on it. It's not just like a
it's
wagon.
3
It
little
got
shelves.
three. I was gonna say
Little
two.
shelves.
It's three. No.
Tiny. You could hardly
Move
fit
your
anything on
camera.
there.
Move your camera and show them the
No.
tiny little shelf, Bray.
No.
I don't know if that'll help argument, but it's small. I swear.
No. It's not small. It's not small. Mm-mm. Now you see,
Look,
every time when I come to their house, I have a big book bag. I'm
Look,
like,
somebody
hey,
on TikTok talked about it, and they're like, "Yo, look, we're not bookworms. We're like book dragons, because you're just holding on to all the books." And I'm like, "Shit, that's accurate."
Yeah, I think the bookworm just eats a book and is done. But book dragons hoard books.
Ain't about reading the
they
book.
can read in one lifetime.
all right, Daenerys. All right. All right, Khaleesi. Right? The mother of dragons. All right, got you. No, I like that. That's definitely true.
Right.
That's definitely true. It just feels terrible when you read a good book or a series and then you have them there and it's done.
I mean, I think the last series I did finish was
you read them
so,
again.
Yeah.
I pull them off my shelf all the time to give it a second read through.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I feel you.
That's not true. The last one we finished was daily reports on my witch senpai. I think
Just finished that today.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
But there's only 2 volumes in that, so
you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But you see how far she had to go to get it? It wasn't that far, ladies and gentlemen. Because you know why? No, you know why? No, hear me out. You know why? That's not a chair that she's sitting on. It may look like a chair, but she's sitting on a stack of books.
Stop it.
I'm telling you. No. You stop it. Stop playing. You know what it is. Barnes and Nobles know them by name. All the time when they come through there, talk about, what you want to do for lunch? We can go to Barnes and Nobles. We can go to Barnes and Nobles. They listen. It's okay. And you know what I love about it too? I don't have to ask. Derby and Bree they serve me water, alcohol, and books. I love it. Because they're like, hey, you thirsty, Patty? Well, yeah, just a little parched. Just
you
a little
thirsty
bit.
or you thirsty?
I'm like, you know what? Both the things. And they always have awesome recommendations. Even if they haven't read it yet, they be like, I haven't read this yet. But you know what? If you promise to bring it back, I will let you. Like, yeah, sure. I'll read it.
Look, I know they told
Great
us not to judge
recommendations.
books by covers when we were kids. They lied. All right, you can judge a lot by a cover.
Oh yeah,
especially if it has a little description in the back. You know what you like.
Mm-hmm. You definitely know what you like. Now everybody does too. If you're reading it in public.
Look, if you're reading J.K. Haru as a sex worker in public, what do you think would have happened?
First of all, I want to talk to the man who made that book, the Yakuza.
Yakuza Bias?
Yes.
Yo, this is not going to help my...
Oh, that's an amazing one.
So Yakuza Bias, this volume 2 right here. Not going to help our case at all. With the ease. So this is next up in my queue to read.
You wait. I want y'all to understand. You saw how far Derby didn't have to go far. I'm convinced that Derby's not sitting in the gaming chair. That's an illusion.
Hold on. I'm gonna move my camera a little.
He said, "Hold on, let me move my camera."
So,
Look at this.
This is the stack. All right, it's just a small stack on my desk that has to be gotten to. That's all.
You ain't see the other side. I'm not listening to Derby. Don't listen to him, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to Derby. Derby works just for books and snacks and teas. That's it. And I'm not mad at him. But don't lie to me and say it's not a big stack. It's a big stack.
It's not a big stack.
It's a modest stack. It's a small pile. You can knock that out in like 2 hours.
Stop lying. Stop lying to these people. Stop.
2 hours.
It's like 17 books.
Oh my God.
That's not a large stack, all right? 17 books.
Listen. Derby's in his room. Mm-hmm. Tell Derby to take you to the living room.
No.
That is. See, thank you. Oh my gosh. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stop before they plan let's go to Derby's house. A trip to Derby's house. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have that an Eventbrite ticket. Get your tickets now, ladies and gentlemen. Derby's in Bree's house. See all the books you want to see, but you can't take any home. But with an additional $5, you can stay in for like 30 minutes and read the first 3 chapters of the book that you like the most.
And if you come to any of our karaoke events, we sometimes give away some of the books because we don't have space. But we'll sometimes give away saying, like, you know what? Here's some for a giveaway.
I think we have a really good giveaway for next time.
Yeah, we do. We do. Wait, we didn't do it the last time?
Nah. We were busy.
No, so we forgot to bring it with us.
Like be lifing. Like be lifing.
Yeah, we forgot to bring it with us. But our next one will have a very good giveaway for manga.
Yeah. For the lucky winner, that's great. That's great. But we to sum everything down, we had a great time at Anime NYC. Thank you for having us. Thank you for the press passes. We appreciate it. And any final words from you guys?
Please give us press passes for August. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at hotels right now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the hotel. It's too hot. I think I'm gonna do
it's way too hot. I'm not taking.
I'm gonna do a hotel. Courtyard, Marriott. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
That room was fire. Oh, and another thing, ladies and gentlemen, one last thing. If I ever told you anything and you never listen to me now. Watch Farron. Please. Am I saying it right?
Probably not. Freyren. We all sang it wrong. We say Freyron. I think it's Freyren.
Freyren.
But it's the white-haired elf
you'll
girl.
find it.
You've seen it. You should see it.
It's all right. It should be so no Farron. That's what it is in Japanese. Yeah. So, but in English, if you're watching it in dub, just it don't matter how you watch it. Just watch it.
I think it's Beyond Journey's End.
Okay, Beyond Journey's End.
Yeah.
Farron Beyond Journey's End. Mm-hmm. It is amazing. Amazing. I'm reading the manga right now.
Yeah.
Bro, it's fire. I just finished watching the last episode because I noticed that Derby and Bree haven't. So I went and dived in.
Blue Eyed Samurai took us.
Blue Eyed Samurai, yes. That's something I have to watch too. But Farron is if you like lore, this is it. This is for you.
Also, if you enjoy montages, this is very much for you.
Yeah.
Or just pretty anime.
It's gorgeous.
Every single scene can be a poster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Screenshot it, print it out. The most beautiful poster you'll ever have.
Even the blood, yes. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. It's awesome. It's awesome. Don't disrespect elves. Don't sleep on them. Some of them might be short. You think they ain't got it?
They got it.
They got it. They got it. They got it. So if there's anything we haven't recommended, well, all the stuff we recommend throughout the years, this one right here, this is our taxi. I would have to say. Can we say that? This is our taxi for this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough.
No, because it's not an unexpected out of nowhere.
Yeah, let me finish Blue Eyed Samurai, and maybe that would be it.
Okay.
But yeah, Odd Taxi came out of nowhere. We had no idea about it.
Yeah, but Freyren
had been a hit manga already.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe
Odd Taxi was a manga, but like we didn't know.
Yeah, maybe Apothecary Diaries would be that one. Depending on how that goes.
Oh, yes.
That one was like, okay, it looks pretty. And then hilarity.
Okay, so each one of y'all pick a title that's number one for you to recommend right now to our listeners before we go.
It's tough because the season's not done, but if I had to say, it would be Blue Eyed Samurai.
Okay. Bree?
I'll go back to Goodnight World.
Goodnight World. Oh, yes, Goodnight World was good. Yes.
Was really fun.
I'm still on Farron. I'm still on because reading the manga and watching it is still captivating. It's still amazing. Word for word, everything perfect. Frame for frame, beautiful.
We are so spoiled this season.
Are we
so spoiled?
Are we? But now you know what? Yeah, we spoiled, but I'm that greedy bitch. Give me more, bitch. Give me more. Give me all the things.
I've always said this. Give me everything.
Give me all the things.
Let me drown in it. I'll live. Maybe.
I will make it. But if I don't, that's a hell of a way to die.
Right?
I love it. I love it.
Glory. Yes. What a hell of a way to die. Hey.
And with that, I think we are done.
All right. Peace.